Welcome to the AbundaCulture channel. The Bible provides pathways to abundance. God is pleased when we succeed abundantly and share generously. AbundaCulture uses the family homestead as a platform to provide 5 basic needs: affordable housing, renewable energy, clean water, healthy food, and safe sanitation. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to check out our AbundaCulture.org website and download our free training manual. Hello! Today we're going to talk about water. It's one of the key elements of the AbundaCulture system. AbundaCulture promises that you'll have clean water where you need it, when you need it. And we rely on rainwater primarily. We believe in the rainwater catch system. Part of that system is the simple rain barrel. Today, I'm going to show you how we're going to build a rain barrel. Stick with us. We've removed the downspout on our typical little house here. And here's the downspout. We're going to cut that downspout off so that it'll be at a proper length to reach our barrel. My reciprocating saw, which is electric, gave up on me last night, so I'm using my old hacksaw. Should do a good job on this, and we're going to cut this drain pipe just the length that we need it. Marked my pipe, and here we go. All right, I've cut this and just testing it out to see if it's going to fit properly. And it does. That looks great. Now I'm going to put this little adapter here. It's going to join my drain pipe to this flexible pipe, like so. Got all this at Home Depot. You can get it at any good hardware store. So that's what we're going to do right now. I'm using a 1/2-inch sheet metal screw. Don't have to pre-drill it or anything. You're dealing with very soft materials here, so you do have to make sure that you don't spin this drill and bore out the hole too much. There we go. Now we're going to reattach our drain pipe. I have to have a way of getting the water out of this tank so that I can use it. And I want a couple of different methods. Again, from Home Depot, I picked up a little hose bib. This is so a garden hose can fit right on there. And I'm going to put that about right here on this tank. Now, you might say, well, why are you putting it so high? You're not going to be able to drain out that last bit of water. That's true. I want that water in there. If I'm in a windy area, that will hold my barrel in place, even in some pretty high winds. The other thing is I need to have this hose bib high enough so that I can actually put a hose on there when it's sitting on the ground. And so that's why I'm doing it this way. This was about $5. I'm just going to use this bit, and it's just a little bit smaller than the threaded portion, and it's going to drill right into, I'm going to turn it right into the barrel. better see if this is going to fit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. It's actually just, my hole is just a little too big. Now I'm going to take a little bit of a silicone based caulk here. I'm going to work that caulk around there. Like so. And just let it set. One of the reasons I'm using a blue barrel is that it won't let the sunlight affect the water. If I tried to use one of my white barrels, then the sunlight would make algae grow in that water and it would be a mess. It would clog up the pumps and it would make the water just nasty, basically. So that's why we use the blue barrels. We want to keep all the sunlight off of that water. If you do that, you'll be able to keep that water for decades. The other thing that I do is I have a little submersible pump. In my situation, I have a little portable solar generator and I wheel it around to the barrel and I hook up the hose, and then it's a 12-volt pump and I can pump that water out to wherever I need it. And it gives me a little bit of pressure there too, and it's nice to have the water under pressure so you can move it about freely and use it more effectively. Now let's take a look at the finished product. I did a few more steps and I'll explain to you. You see it's all reattached to the house. And here I've added the flexible hose. And then I created a lid just using a piece of plywood. And I cut it very carefully so that we would get the hose into the barrel, but I wanted a nice tight fit. I want to attract as few mosquitoes as possible. And that's why we keep the lid on the barrel. And there are a couple of other things you can do. You can put goldfish in the barrel to eat the mosquito larvae. And there's also a biologic product that you can put in that will destroy the mosquito larvae. And here is our spigot. I've taped it on and there to hold it in place until the silicone sets up real nice. That is our rain barrel. You'll notice I've got it sitting right in line with the rest of my sip planters, so the water's handy. I can use a hose or I can just use a dipper or a bucket to take it out and water my plants there in the garden. It's important to consider where you're going to use the water and try to get your water containers close to that place so you don't have to move the water so far. This rain barrel is going to have rain that's coming off of an asphalt shingle roof, so I would not use this for drinking water. I'll use it for watering the plants and I won't have any problems. I'll also use it for watering the grass, which is a good thing to do. If you want to use the water for drinking, as we did for 20 years out in the country, we always ran the water through our Berkey type filter. Always water that you're going to drink needs to be filtered. And the roof material needs to be a suitable roof material for potable water. And that's all listed in the AbundaCulture training manual. So I would suggest strongly that you get that free training manual and take a look at all the things that we have to say about water. Thanks for taking the time to watch our program today. I hope that you'll get out there and save some water. Keep your hands in that garden and your eyes on Jesus.
We're all in a master plan, though the things we do are just grains of sand. When these things are touched by the Master's hand, then our lives turn into mountains.